Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, score. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, score. From sideline.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the first play from scrimmage, second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9. Brings up
third and 2, Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks! Touchdown, Houston! Brandon Cooks, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Extra point.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a first and 10.
39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Texans.
Now a first down throw, Watson, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Johnson.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Johnson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
2-yard line.
Stafford on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play.
Here's Watson from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The Texan ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Houston ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 50, it's Watson. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4. Down.
Brings up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On 1st down, Irvin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
from the 16. Watson flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Texans 21, Lions 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting out.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
This is Stills on the jet sweep.
49-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
20. 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Watson.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. And bring this one back. The final return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this one?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously, the intelligent approach, run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now the rookie second router from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jack Fox now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Watson's pass intercepted. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Vaughn. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Deshaun Hand picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Down. Third and long.
Third and long. It's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1 yard
Talk
line.
about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball could bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys and trying to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Jelani Tavai. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The receiver carries on the end around. The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, we're always trying to get him the football.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Sack. They push him back to the 34. Jamie Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's 2nd down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson. This is great. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 31 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will have a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 45, Lions 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last run. So here, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. It's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they declined the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them.
There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Texans add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back at it and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
52, Lions 10. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
He's brought down at
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That time, 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
45-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. It's a foot race.
All you got to do is look
20.
and learn. Look and learn, baby.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they...